Hey, what's up? I'm gonna grab my tablet. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I am back. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you can hear me. Hope all is well. Oh, sorry, I got a text. Well, she's just gonna have to wait. Alright, so how's everyone doing? Alright, sign into chat. Do I need to sign into chat? I might ought to sign into chat. Needs to interact. To interact with your chat, you can open this in the web browser. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably do this. Yeah. And take that out. Is it still working? There we go. Sorry, I got like a really crappy computer that if I open more than one window, the whole thing tends to want to self-destruct. Oh shit, it's got to be a whole separate window? I don't want chat signed in on a separate window. Because that's just going to take up my space. I don't want that. Fuck that. I want to run a lot better. Anyway, we got 0 viewers. Not surprised. Not surprised. Most everybody has kind of picked who they're watching, and protest and strikes in Minneapolis. So let's find out what all's going on with let's see. I had an idea the last time I did a show where I was like, I want to incorporate AI into the show. So what I want to do is I want to pull up ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it, what are the protests and strikes in Minneapolis about right now?
As of January 23rd, 2026, Minneapolis is seeing major protests and strikes due to heightened ICE activities. These actions were sparked by the fatal shooting of an unarmed woman by a federal immigration officer. In response, there's a statewide economic blackout with schools and businesses closing and many cultural institutions joining in solidarity. Additionally, around 100 clergy members were peacefully arrested at the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport, calling for an end to deportation flights. Legal challenges are also underway, contesting the constitutionality of these ICE actions, and community groups are supporting affected immigrant families.
And so what could be the long-term effects of this?
In the long term, this situation could lead to several impacts. For one, there might be a heightened sense of distrust between immigrant communities and federal authorities, potentially causing ongoing tensions. It could also affect local economies, especially if businesses or if there's ongoing disruption. Additionally, there could be long-term social and political ramifications.
It's the same old shit as always. So anyway, that's what they're protesting and striking about, is they're due to heightened ICE activities. How you doing, Rudy? What's up, man? How have you been? I've been alright, man. I actually just the other week went and got Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and I've been playing Outbreak and Forsaken, and so yeah, I've been playing that the last couple of days. It's been really fun, man. It takes me back, but man, I suck so bad. Man, I suck so bad at the game now. Like, in Outbreak, I might make it to round 3 before I die. Oh man, I suck. Like, I'm doing horrible. I had thought that Dustin was gonna play with me, but he never did. And so I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, I've had fun playing it. Damn it, where'd my cigarettes go? Over there. Y'all ain't talking? Well, that sucks. Maybe I can be the one to bring us all together through killing zombies, and everybody can be friends again. Let's see what I got an idea. On Call of Duty, Cold War, Black Ops, Outbreak.
Got it.
Matt?
If you're talking about the Outbreak mode in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah, what are some tips and strategies for that?
Absolutely. In Outbreak mode, some useful tips include making sure you always keep your equipment upgraded, like your weapons and armor. It's also helpful to stick with teammates and communicate well because teamwork really pays off. Also, make sure to prioritize objectives and complete them quickly to get rewards. And don't forget to use your field upgrades and perks strategically. It's all about balancing.
What weapons would you recommend?
A few standout weapons in Outbreak mode include the ray gun, which is great for dealing with hordes, and the CRB 300, which offers solid damage and accuracy. The Krieg 6 is also a reliable assault rifle, and the RPD is fantastic for dealing with large groups of zombies. It's also smart to upgrade your weapons at the Pack-a-Punch machine to maximize their effectiveness as you progress.
You don't recommend the shotgun?
Shotguns can definitely be useful, especially in close quarter situations. The Hauer 77, for example, can be really powerful against tougher zombies at close range. The key is to pair it with a good secondary weapon and make sure you have plenty of ammo and upgrades. So shotguns definitely have their place, especially in certain scenarios.
Hell yeah. How crazy is that? How fucking crazy is that? AI. Hey AI, how can I do better at this video game? Well, human, let me just tell you what you gotta do. Dustin made video about my mission. What mission? What mission you talking? Dre, try Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Dude, I barely had the money. Yeah, I'm still on PlayStation 4. Like, I'm on the original PlayStation 4 that I got when it came out like 10 or 15 years ago. Same controller, everything. Like my PlayStation is barely hanging on. Every day that it doesn't blow up and self-destruct is a win. Give me the video of that one for permission. Not sure what you mean by that. But yeah, these people are protesting about ICE. So I see it's two people watching. Who knew here has heard, or who here has now learned about this new guy named Cyrax? He's been trending on Twitter and everything for him calling out ICE and saying that if you come on my property, I have every right. Blah blah blah. It's amazing how I have been following this locale for years, and in the last 2 months he has done more than he's ever done, and it's been fucking crazy. It's been absolutely crazy. And so he's on here. Libs of TikTok picked him up. That's where all of the millions and millions and millions of views came from. Was through Libs of TikTok. So now Cyrax is going back, and he's like, "No, y'all spliced up the video to make it look like I was saying shit that I really wasn't saying." Bullshit, dude. You said the same thing multiple fucking times. You can't argue that, dude. And he's just such a fucking idiot. He wanted attention. He wanted to be famous. He's got it in the worst way possible. There's a big difference in famous and infamous. And this motherfucker is now infamous. And he's probably going to end up like Daniel Larson. I don't know if any of you know who Daniel Larson is. But he was a locale. And he got to threatening government and shit. You know, saying things that you just do not say unless you want to get locked up. They locked him up. He's in some mental institution somewhere. But here's the thing about, say, if they lock up Cyrax. There is a lot of people who cover Cyrax. And they'll be out of a job, sort of. I'm going to check and make sure everything is working fine on the show. Mercado Media. Okay, I'm on Mercado Media. Okay, cool. Thank you everybody for supporting the stream. I'm like doing the best I can to read all that. You walking? Alright, bro, I'll be here. Yeah. Alright, I will. I want to stay in this spot. Okay, cool. So, yeah, everything's working cool. Okay, cool. So, yeah, everything's working cool. I don't trust the connection quality anywhere else. Mercado Media has some pretty good stuff. I was turned on to it by somebody, I forget who. Turned me on to it. I think it might have been... Was it Connor? It might have been Connor turned me on to Mercado Media. And some pretty good stuff on there. And I tell you, I am terrified of the next week. We're supposed to be getting a lot of sleet. And the Weather Channel, it went from, we were going to get to over a foot of snow, right? We were going to get to over a foot of snow. And now it's saying we might get 3 to 5 inches, but mostly that's going to be ice and fucking sleet and shit like that. That's not good because that's what knocks out power lines, which means the power goes out, which means no electricity, and it's supposed to be below freezing for the next 96 hours. So that's 4 days of it being below freezing day and night. I am not looking forward to that at all. Connor, what's up, my dude? That's so weird, man. I just mentioned you. But yeah, I'm part of that system that's coming through half of the country. I wish I could pull it up and show you, but I know that... No, there's no way. Because it'll just start lagging my shit out real bad. Let's see. I can pull up my Weather Channel though and see what it's saying. I heard there's a major winter storm for you. Yeah, dude, and I'm right in the middle of it. See all that red on there? And the blue with the circle on it? That's me. Okay? Zoomed out a whole lot. That blue with the circle, and that, yeah, we're in the path of it. It's gonna be horrible. They're saying that it's gonna start Saturday night with 1 to 3 inches of snow and ice, and then Sunday during the day, potential for significant icing. Highs of 27, winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. That's not good. That's not good. And then Saturday night, chance of precipitation 90%, lows of 23, freezing rain in the evening, and some clearing overnight. So Monday's going to be sunny. Monday's going to be sunny, partly cloudy. Here's the problem though. It's going to drop down to 6 degrees Monday night. That's cold as shit. And then the next day, it's only going to get up to 35 with a low of 17. And so it's going to be fucking cold. And I don't know what to do. I live in a trailer, a mobile home. I don't know what to do. I guess section off just one room of my house and just section off one room of my house. Have everything back here, have everything charged that I can get charged. I've got a portable battery charger for my cell phone and my tablet and everything. Um, have you got enough supplies to wait it out? Yeah, I guess. Depends on how long. If it's overnight or a day or two, yeah, I'll be all right. Yeah, yeah, I got enough canned food. I got enough soda. I'm gonna have to go on a cigarette run before, probably a weed run too. Um, don't want to be without. You know, uh, Call of Duty has fallen out of operator. I don't know what you mean, man. But yeah, I've been playing Black Ops Cold War and it's been great. It's been really fun. And I've been playing on two different accounts. So one account is I'm able to level up my shotgun and the M16 and all that good stuff. But I still have my main account where all my shit's maxed out. But hopefully I'll be able to just sit back through this storm, man, and just play PlayStation. That'd be great. If I'm stuck in here in the house, I could go live and I can hook my phone up to the computer and use this as a webcam. So I'd be able to like go outside and be like, oh look at how snowy it is and icy and how shitty it is, and maybe take you outside and walk around with you and do something like that. Um, I'm just really scared. I'm scared because, like I said, I live in a mobile home, and even when my heat is working, it's still cold in like 90% of my house. I've been letting the faucet strip. Been letting the faucet strip, um, so that my pipes won't freeze and burst. Because that's the last thing I need to happen. Um, Good thing is this system is only going to last, basically, it sounds almost like overnight and then some of the next day. Overnight Saturday night and then most of the day Sunday. And so after that, it'll be over. But what freezes is definitely going to thaw, and what thaws is definitely going to refreeze. And I worry about the power going out or a tree limb. But see, where I live in the city, right? And it's off one of the main roads in my little shitty city. It's off one of the main roads, and so I think if the power were to go out, maybe they'd have mine on pretty quick. Maybe. I hope. But I learned, wait, my phone doesn't have hotspots. Shit. This phone doesn't have hotspots. So if the internet goes out, I won't be able to hook my Wi-Fi up. Well, it's got cellular data. I guess I could use that. Personal hotspot on. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, what I used to do was I'd turn the hotspot on my phone, and then the Wi-Fi on the tablet, and then I would just run internet back and forth between those two. But this is a cheap ass like Obama phone, because my other one broke, and I'm poor and I can't afford a good phone. And so what I did, I don't know. I'm hoping maybe this one I can use the cellular data on it. However much cellular data is on, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But worst comes to worse. Ugh. Could head to the girlfriend's house. I could stay over there. I know for sure I could stay over there. And I think I worry about those. My little kitty cat. I don't want to leave her here by herself. Um, Definitely don't want to do that. She's my baby. She's my little buddy. The hospital I used to go to had a overhead walkway like that would go over top of the street. I went to University of Virginia, UVA. That's a great hospital. I don't know if any of you are near that, but if you're ever about to die, from like a brain tumor or anything, that's the place to go to, because they saved my life. I had a brain tumor. And, yeah, University of Virginia. They're great. Duke is really good, too, in North Carolina. Duke University is really good, too. But Rudy, I don't know if you're still here or not, but what I might try and do at some point, maybe tonight, I might try and go live on the PlayStation, playing Call of Duty. Um, I don't know how it's going to work because I don't think I have a headset. I really don't think I have a headset. I'm afraid to... Oh no. What's my kitty cat got? What's she doing, my kitty cat? Ugh. See, Tribal Chief is saying, Jay, did you know TikTok will pay anyone to go live without a capture card? Did you know TikTok will pay anyone to go live without a capture card? How would they know if you got a capture card or not? Well, I guess it'd be obvious. How does that work, though? Let me ask go with ChatGPT. Will TikTok pay anyone to go live without a capture card?
Yes, TikTok does have a program called the TikTok Creator Fund, and creators can earn money through live streaming by receiving virtual gifts from viewers. These gifts can then be converted into real money. You don't necessarily need a capture card to receive gifts. The capture card is more relevant for streaming from a PC with high quality video, but if you're streaming directly from your phone, you can still earn from live gifts.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
So if I'm re-streaming with someone else's streaming, that I don't qualify for that.
Exactly, yeah. Generally, TikTok's monetization is meant for original content. So if you're just rebroadcasting someone else's live stream, you won't be eligible for the gifts or the creator fund earnings. It's all about creating your own unique content.
Yeah. So there you go. So basically what that means, Trouble Chief, is, yeah, they'll pay, like, this person, Mercado Media, who's live right now, they'll pay him as part of the creator whatever. But someone like me, if I were to restream this on TikTok, yeah, it wouldn't work. It's cool though that they are like paying for original content, because the second they start knocking out original content like shit like this, that's when we got a problem. That's when we got a problem. Is because they start silencing the media. It's not good. That's not good. And so, at least for now, they're trying to help people. So that's good. That's good. You can join him with me, like, or you can join him with me, like, for me together a different game. I've kind of either I've smoked too much or I just don't understand what you're talking about. But what if I did, like we were talking about, where I went live on my PlayStation? What if I did that on Twitter? Would that be considered original content? I mean, technically it would be, because it'd be coming from the PlayStation. I just have to figure out how to link my PlayStation account to my X account. Jay, you know this Gen, his owner, Gen Tech Gaming Company, hey, can help you out about live streaming stuff. Oh yeah, my problem is just my computer. Like that's my biggest problem. I don't have the best computer in the world, and it's really that I can only open like one window. I don't have a great computer. Um, I'm surprised it's even able to still do what it's been doing. Still, I mean, it surprises me. Um, yeah, I just need a better computer. That's all it is. That's all it is. I just need a better computer. And the type of computer I have is like one of the all-in-one built into the monitor. And so it's really hard to upgrade anything in it. And I didn't pick it out. It was a gift. Hey, I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds. You know, I'm thankful as hell for it. Um, so it was a gift. You know, I'm not complaining about it. I got a lot of really good shows out of this computer. Just the longer, you know how it is. The longer you have a computer, if you don't upgrade it and all this shit, it just, they build them to break within a couple years. And it would devastate me if this computer broke. It would devastate me. Did anybody who's watching right now, did anybody catch the Stranger Things finale? I didn't get into Stranger Things until season 4. So I had missed the first 3 seasons. So I went back and I had watched like 1 or 2 episodes of season 4 and was like, dude, I kind of like this. So I went back, started over from the very beginning and watched all of it, and then just kind of binge watched it, and yeah. So then season 5 comes out. It had its good moments. It had its good moments, but it had a lot of just too much talking about like things that could have been wrapped up like in way like they just talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and talked, and it's like Max is this CD, and then so and so is this CD, and it was just like it's too much. Like show instead of tell. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't have to like tell me how the main plot of the story is going. Show me, especially in like TVs, but whatever. Um, I didn't get into it, unfortunately. It was cool, man. The first, be completely honest with you, the first season is the best. The second season is really good. The third season is it's not bad. The fourth season I think is better than the third season, and then the fifth season is last. So switch season 3 and 4, and it's really good. It's really good. You could almost skip season 3, and well, no, some shit happens in 3, but yeah, season 1 was great. I didn't have a chance to see it. I've seen them all except for the last season. Yeah, it's good. It was a good show. I got me a my girlfriend got me a Demogorgon. "40-year-old kid, man. I'll be 40 this year in June. I'll be 40. It's fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. With toys behind me, like everywhere. Got a whole little Dragon Ball shelf right here. Got the Dragon Balls back here. Gonna move him out of the way. Yeah. Books. I mean, yeah. 40-year-old. 40-year-old kid. I feel like I never grew up. I feel like I never grew up. I feel like I never became an adult. Do any of you feel that way? That like you just like when you look to your elders, you see them as adults. They're adults, they're your elders, I'm 40, let's see, what is Connor saying here? The new hate speech laws passed, no surprise. I have to be careful with what I type if I don't want to not. That's scary, dude. That's scary. I don't like that. Because I'm afraid that, I mean, if it can happen to y'all, it can happen to anybody. And y'all ain't the only ones like that. I mean, it's other countries that are way more strict on the internet than that. So by that speech law, does that include just like talking in general? Like you can't any type of hate speech? Or is it just online? It's very vague too. Anything can cause offense. So someone could be like, "Hey, do you like my shoes?" And you could be like, "No, not really." Oh my God, it's hate speech. Because that's kind of what it is people dressing up and, "Hey, do you like the way I look dressed up?" No. No. I mean, there's some people who like those shoes, but I don't. I like how the people protesting is all for, ICE not getting people and all this stuff. But they all are for um, like the Venezuelans and the Nicaraguans and all this, like the other ones. Yeah, get them out of here. But it's just this is all so stupid. One woman pocketed out a Jewish dietitian. She ended up in court over it. Oy vey. Jay, I have all my collection Funko Pops in my room. Nice. Nice. How much of a collection do you have? I've got a bunch of toys in my living room. Um, I just got these back here because, I don't know, they're kind of my favorite.
Put in the comments where you guys are all tuned in from, though. We're live on the ground here in Minneapolis.
I never got into Funko Pops. I never did. I know for a while there, I was watching this one YouTuber, and he would go out and buy the Funko Pops, and he would sell them. And I mean, he would make a bukus of money. Like, he was making thousands of dollars, and was just like, it would show him, like, putting them up, and then, like, bidding on them, and then him boxing them up and selling them. It was crazy. And they made Funko Pops about everything. I don't know how Funko Pops went about getting the licensing to be able to literally make Funko Pops out of everything from like the most mainstream to Forrest Gump to Game of Thrones. Uh, but Netflix bought out Warner Brothers, I believe it was. And so now they're going to be in charge of HBO Max, and Warner Brothers. Included in Warner Brothers is DC, which is DC Comics, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all that stuff. All the Netflix stuff will then be owned by HBO. No, wait, excuse me. All the HBO Max stuff, like Game of Thrones and all that stuff, will be owned by Netflix. They kind of pulled a Disney and went and bought out Max. And it's another one, Hulu, I believe. Hulu also got bought out by somebody. Paramount, I think. I think Paramount bought out Hulu. But they're just making it less options, but still keep them separated enough to where you have to buy both of them. And then they're just going to jack the prices up on both of them. But then they're still going to have the one or two little straggler apps that, like Peacock or I can't think of another one. Shudder, they'll still be little stragglers that I tell you, Shudder ain't worth a shit. When we first got it, we watched a bunch of movies on it, and it was pretty cool. You have 22 Funko Pop. Very nice. Very nice. Very cool. It's quite a bit. I ought to do a show one day and show off my comic book collection. Old magazines, old newspapers. Like I have the 9/11 newspaper. I have the Bin Laden is dead newspaper. One about some eclipse. Donald Trump being president the first time. And then like these really, really, really old school, like kind of nudie magazines from the 40s, but they're not even nudity. It's just like these chicks in like bikinis, basically. And it's all like Movie fun. See, it's just paper.
Thing happened in 2020. I had a whole bunch of MAGA watching, thinking it was funny, and then when Trump lost, they all
It's all in black and white and stuff. This was back from 19.
Do you guys think Greg Bavino and his little crew
Yeah, 1941.
wash each other in the shower?
Movie fun.
His little crew he's got?
Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Pretty cool stuff.
Like Bavino and his little crew all like take a shower together at the end of the day.
I just wish these people would get it through their head that protesting does nothing. It does nothing except like piss off people. And I get it. It's every American's right. But if they want change, it's not going to happen this way. Sorry. Habitual panda. Never admit to GComs. They can't prove keystrokes. You can't use logic and reason with the unreasonable. That is very true. That is true. Like I saw a thing earlier, and it was just a dude arguing with a wall. Like that's basically how it is. Trying to talk to these people. And Pegasus means anyone could have posted that. That's scary, man. I don't like that. What do I need to get is Chucky's daughter Funko Pop. I have Glenn Chucky's son Funko. Okay. Like Chucky, like Child's Play Chucky? Like the horror movie Chucky? I tell you, with Trump doing all this shit with this damn, like I seen a thing here, Trump says armada of warships is headed towards Iran, quote unquote, just in case. Just in case. Just in case they decide to be dickheads, we're gonna go ahead and send an armada. I like that word. Armada. I like it. It sounds very, very good, but scary at the same time. Trump says armada of warships is headed towards Iran, quote unquote, just in case. I'm going to turn the volume down on this just a little bit while I read this. I'm a pretty good reader. I'm a good reader. Because who needs blue water navy, right? Exactly. President Trump said Thursday an armada of U.S. warships is headed towards the Middle East as he continues to watch for the Iranian regime's response to massive protests that began in late December. Quote, "We have a lot of ships going in that direction just in case," end quote, Mr. Trump said. As he was asked by reporters on blah, 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 blah. He said it was a good sign Iran had decided not to hang protesters. You guys hear that? You guys hear that? Out here protesting? See, the Iranians, they're over there hanging y'all's asses. So, anyway. Iran had decided not to hang the protesters, adding that we have an armada headed that direction and maybe we won't have to use it. The USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier and its escort ships were in the Indian Ocean as of Friday morning. Damn, they brought out the USS Lincoln. The carrier strike group brings about 5,000 sailors and Marines with squadron of fighter jets, helicopters, and electronic attack aircraft. The Lincoln was in the Pacific when the president first issued a warning on social media that the U.S. was locked and loaded to hit Iran if the regime killed anti-government protesters. Yeah. It's gonna be wild. It is gonna be wild. Let's see. Remember all them peace deals that was signed? What happened with that? Is Iran and Gaza, are they still cool? They're not bombing each other, I hope. Let's see. World news. Norway's ominous World War III warning as Putin invasion could spark home seizure. Concerns grow of Syrian violence spilling over the border into Iraq. About 414,000 Russians killed since February 2022. The Ukraine-Russian Situation Report, day 1429, where we've been funding that war. Awesome. I tell you, man, we are closer now to the end of the world than we have ever been before. Except maybe during the Black Plague. But biblically, yeah, we're closer now to it than ever. We get Turibuna because we are in Dar al-Harb. Feel free to Google it. I'm going to have to look that up because I have no idea. It sounds like where I think I know where it is, and that's not good. Shut up. Turhi. Is a term derived from the root ahaba, to fear, terrify. It is most prominent throughout. Against them, make ready your strength to unrest the power of your utmost of your power. So it's the Alderka Durkas. Am I right on that? Can we deal with Fauci yet? You poisoned the world, right? No, he fucking disappeared. Fauci was like, I am out, deuces. I poisoned the world. I poisoned the world, and now I'm getting the hell out of here. Look at the Epstein files. Look at that. Wait, no, don't look at that. Look at these people protesting. You know Fauci was over there. The poison dwarf got auto pen pardon. Oy vey. Oh man. Yeah. When I saw the word dar ahar, so y'all are having to do they do their prayers 5 times a day and all that shit? Cause like that pisses me off. Okay, that pisses me off. Like I get you got your religion and everything, but look. I wouldn't go to a country that is, say I was a Christian, okay? They forced everyone to hide runny noses under them. Jesus Christ. They hate us. And the Christians, they hate Christians. I don't understand it. They want them dead. I mean, I guess if I was any religion, I guess I'm closest to that one, but besides my own that I created, and it's coming to us. That's why they are saying we are in Dar al-Harb. I forgot to look that one up. House of War is a classical Islamic term for the lands outside the direct rule of Islamic governance, characterized by the absence of the guaranteed religious freedom and security for Muslims. See, my God doesn't have chosen people. My God doesn't have chosen people. Whose God would? Why would you want your God to pick you over anybody else? I mean, I get it. Everyone thinks they're special and shit, but this is main character syndrome to the max. Like, we're God's chosen people. Not my God's. Bunch of the beta cucks out there. They don't even know what they're protesting anymore. You're right. There's only two. Contrasting with Dar al-Islam, House of Peace. So y'all got Dar al-Harb meeting House of War, but Dar al-Islam is House of Peace. So where is the House of Peace at? Albanese is standing behind me right now, ready with a gag order. Okay, 52 Islamic countries. But yeah, even Israel, like the Israelis and stuff, like they don't care about Christians. I don't see why we have to kiss their ass. I'm probably gonna get black bagged and get taken away and disappeared. Also, it's probably gonna happen. I got questions. You know what I'm saying? I got questions. Let me ask ChatGPT. Let me ask AI, so that way I can't get in trouble. Hey, I have a question.
Of course, what's on your mind? I'm here to help.
Why does America bend the knee to Israel?
That's a pretty complex topic, and it involves historical, political, and strategic factors. The U.S. and Israel have had a long-standing alliance based on shared democratic values, mutual strategic interests in the Middle East, and significant cultural ties. There's also substantial political support for Israel within the U.S., and that influences foreign policy. If you want to dive into any specific aspect, let me know.
Is their religion and America's Christianity, do their religions coexist, or are they against each other?
That's an interesting question. In general, the relationship between American Christianity and Judaism is largely one of coexistence and mutual respect.
So the Islamists are Judaisms.
They're actually distinct religions with different beliefs and traditions. Judaism is one of the oldest monotheistic religions, and Islam emerged later, both sharing some common roots, like the patriarch Abraham. While there are differences, there's also a lot of shared history and cultural overlap. If you're curious about any specific aspect, feel free to ask.
So, that was cool. Really didn't get a direct answer. Really, you don't get a direct answer from ChatGPT. Does anyone else know a better AI? I tried Grok. I don't know. I didn't care for it too much. I might try Gemini. Deuce Vault. Are you leaving? Habitual Panda. It's a cool name. You know, when I was younger and rebellion and everything, and you know, I went through my questioning religion and everything phase, as we all do. I think everybody at some point should question religion. I think everybody should, and I think everybody should try to look more within instead of outside. For Don't look for someone else to tell you what to believe in, and don't look for someone else to tell you what they think the afterlife is going to be like, because all you're getting now is just opinions from these preachers and everything. And oh, something happened. Okay. And you should look inward instead of, what should I believe? Tell me what to believe. Dude, look in. Look within. Everyone has God in them. It's in your belly when you know, do something wrong. You feel it in your gut. When you get excited, you feel it. When you love, you feel. When you do something bad, you feel it. God is in you, man. I just ask people to read more. I think the Bible and stuff. Here, I've said it before, but this is my favorite description of the Bible, and it's from the Michael Myers movie, The Love Guru, and he's like, Bible, Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth, trademark. And I was like, that is really cool, because some people need that crutch. Well, not that crutch, just that foundation. To I've I've got nothing against Christianity or any religion, um, except for ones that call for violence. I don't like those religions because the universe is so hostile anyway. At any second, a meteor could just come and wipe us off the face of the universe, never to be remembered ever again. Just gone. Blink of an eye. You think they would tell us? No, they wouldn't tell us. At some point, peace isn't an option. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. And that's when peace stops becoming an option, when you are now being prevented from your human rights. You know, you have the human right to say whatever the hell you want to say. I mean, you can't yell fire in a theater, you know, but you can say what you want to say. Sell your cloak, as the Lord said, buy a sword. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I got a nice sword. It's kind of a dagger. Let me show it to you. So, this is it right here. And then and it's so light. Yeah, like I said, it's so light too. And it's all just one piece of metal. It's light as shit. You can really get some get the cool sound effects with it. Thank you, thank you. I actually got that at a comic book store. Sure did. Got it at a comic book store. Shit, you know what? I probably need to mute the audio on this, or else my shit's gonna get claimed. 'Cause ain't no mountain high enough. Which, I mean, I ain't monetized anyway. I just don't want them to take my shit down midstream. Respect your sharps. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'd love to have a gun or something, but at the same time, I don't need a gun. Sometimes I get too sad. And sometimes I get too angry. And so it's best for me just not to have a gun. Uh, but I do know how to shoot. I do know how to shoot. I've shot several 9 millimeters, shot an AK, I've shot several. I feel that keep your head up, bro. Time will change. Well, I've been battling depression and everything since I was elementary school. You know, so it's just been a part of my life, and you know, I've come to live with it. That life is kind of pain in a way. Life is pain, and it's getting through that pain that makes you stronger or something. I don't know. I had a joint a couple minutes ago, but and I got like kidney stones, and so life is pain, man. Life is pain, but it's waking up each day and getting up and doing something. That's a small victory, and it's the little things. It's the little things that add up. At least you're still here. Exactly right. Makes us who we are. Exactly. Exactly. It makes me, you know, really appreciative of everything. And, yeah. Like, O'Connor sent me some t-shirts like 4 years ago. I still wear the hell out of those t-shirts. Shit, you not. They're hanging up right over there. Yeah, it just makes me appreciative of things. Yeah. I had a near-death experience in September. Changed my outlook. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? I might have to find something else for us to watch because this ain't working. Oh, here we go. Was assaulted, hit my head on concrete. God, that sucks, man. I have always been scared of that happening. Because I found a Reddit. I think it was a Reddit or something. No, I thought it was an X thing. And they were just showing like different fights and stuff. And I saw this one dude, man, he got his head just like stomped on concrete. Fucking killed him. Like, what the fuck? That shit's scary, dude. This Minnesota fraud stuff as well. I know, I wonder who paid for it. Oh, how dare them bring Bob's Burgers. They had brought Bob's Burgers over in Los Angeles. And of course it's music again, so I'm going to have to copyright it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just use some copyright-free music, so hang on just a second. Let me get this pulled up. Use some copyright-free stuff, so that way it's not just dead air and listening to my wonderful voice. You know, that good old pack of cigarettes a day voice. I'm in the UK. Our Marxist program is immense. Yeah, you guys have pretty much been overrun. And they tried they tried that for America too. Was just looking for insights. All right, let's see. What was I looking for? I was looking for music that is non-copyrighted background music. Industrial music. It really is traumatizing. I bet. Like I have dreams where I've been in fights and it's like things slow down. I can't. The punch doesn't go through or something. It's just weird. It's like it slows down, and I've never been in a fight in real life, and I hope to never be. But man, that sucks, dude. I'm glad you're all right. Glad you're all right. There you go. Y'all should be able to hear that. I played hockey. Game hard. Yeah, hockey ain't no joke. That wasn't the worst part of it. Uh, but I don't want to go into too much detail here. I feel you, dude. It's like PTSD. Let me message the girlfriend real quick. Alrighty. Can you hear the music? Is the music okay? Is it too loud? Is it I kind of dig the kind of creepy ambience. Cool. No complaints. Good. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out, man. Like, I really appreciate it. There's so many things you could be doing on a Friday afternoon in January, but thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anybody to be here, with it being Saturday. But man, I'm really stoked. I really appreciate it. I'll probably hang out, a bit longer and stuff. I'm trying to look at it as in like, oh wow, they got the weather up there. 35 degrees in New York. 65. Man, I wish I was in Los Angeles. Well, no, I'd rather stay in this cold ass blizzard. It's negative 13 in Minnesota. They must really care about what they're protesting about. They must really care about that shit. Be out there negative 13 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Even 35 is too damn cold. 65, it's cool and all, but that's Los Angeles, so fuck that. Fuck that. Let's see what they got going on over here. Wait, arrest Jonathan for murder. I don't know what to think about that cop. Whereabouts in the U.S. are you? I am in Virginia. I am in southern Virginia, right on the North Carolina border. Yeah, little city called Danville. Um, used to be known as the city of churches. And I started doing some digging and research into Danville, right? And Danville uh, has a shit ton of Freemason, and Danville was the last city of the Confederacy. Um, let's see. Can you explain how Danville was the last city of the Confederacy?
Absolutely. Danville, Virginia holds a notable place in Civil War history. It became the last capital of the Confederacy in April 1865, after the fall of Richmond, which was the original capital. When the Confederate government fled Richmond, they moved their operations to Danville. It served as the temporary capital for a short period before the Confederacy ultimately collapsed. So Danville is often remembered as that final hub of the Confederate government.
How wild is that? We have as many churches as we do pubs here. We have as many Dollar Generals as we do churches, and Danville used to be known as the city of churches. Uh, why was Danville, Virginia known as the city of churches?
Yeah, Danville earned the nickname the City of Churches primarily because of its large number of churches relative to its size, especially during the 19th and early 20th centuries. At one point, Danville had a very high concentration of churches for its population, reflecting the city's strong religious community and the presence of many different denominations. It was kind of a reflection of the city's cultural and social fabric at the time.
What was the main religion here?
In Danville, as in much of the southern United States, the predominant religion historically has been Christianity. More specifically, a significant number of churches were Protestant denominations like Baptist, Methodist, and Presbyterian. Over time, the city also had Catholic and other Christian denominations, but Protestant Christianity was definitely the most dominant and influential.
Yeah, Danville has like a lot of pretty cool stuff. Um, and we have a planetarium. But yeah, Danville's been around for a while, man. And it's funny because like you'll just ride around in the county, like out in the country, and it'll be Confederate flags just waving. It'll be an American flag and then a Confederate flag right up under it, just waving like it ain't nothing. And the next door neighbors will be black. Danville's like a really cool place. Danville's cool. People just want to be left alone, do their thing, and just be left alone. It's really cool here. Being Dan myself, I like it. Doesn't Dan mean city? Or no, I think Ville means city. Dan. I think we were called Danville because of a river that goes through. It's called the Dan River. I think that's why we're called Danville, the city by the Dan. I could be wrong, but let's ask ChatGPT again. Did Danville, Virginia get its name from the Dan River that it flows through it?
Yes, exactly. Danville's name actually does come from the Dan River, which runs through the area. The city was named in the early 19th century, and the river itself is believed to have been named after the English town of Den, or possibly from the name of a Native American word. But the river definitely played a big role in the city's naming and development.
So when they say it was the English town of Den, they're spelling it Den instead of Dan, or possibly from the name of a Native American word. What was the Native American word?
The exact Native American origin of the name Dan or the Dan River isn't completely certain, and it's a bit of a historical mystery. Some theories suggest that the name could have been derived from the Tutelo or Saponi tribes that lived in the region, but the precise meaning of the word itself remains a bit unclear. Over time, the name just kind of evolved and became associated with the river and the area.
Sweet. An old English term, being a Dan myself, I like it. An old English term meaning master or sir, as in Dan Chouncer. Oh yeah, yeah. So maybe the Dan River was named after a master or a sir. ChatGPT, one more time. Who was the Dan River named after?
The Dan River's name is generally believed to have been derived from the English town of Den, or possibly from an older Celtic or Native American word, but the exact origin is somewhat uncertain. Some historians think it might have been named after a local Native American term, while others believe it could have been named in honor of the English settlement. Ultimately, the exact origin remains a bit of a historical mystery.
Ooh. So the Dan River's name is generally believed to be derived from the English town of Den, or possibly from an older Celtic or Native American word. So that means the Celtics were here way before the English were here. You mentioned Celtics. How long were they here?
The Celtic peoples, in terms of their presence in the British Isles, have been around since at least the Iron Age,
No,
which
the Celtic people in Danville, Virginia.
got it. In the context of Danville, Virginia, there isn't direct evidence of Celtic peoples having been.
Then you lied. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'm gonna mute everything. Hopefully. completely forgot to turn the audio back on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Habitual Panda, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully, they are around to hear that. But thank you, Habitual Panda. Thank you. And but I was thinking about maybe leaving myself, unless anybody has anything they want to talk about. I mean, I've kind of just ran out of stuff to talk about, really, and I mean, it's not like I got anything else to do, but I don't want to sit here and waste anybody's time or anything either, you know. So yeah, unless anybody's got any topics you want to talk about, I might go ahead and end it for the day, and I don't know, come back some other time, let you know how I'm doing, how I'm surviving. Hopefully my power won't go out, but that's something that terrifies me, is the power going out, because you can feel it. You can feel it when the electricity goes off. It's a weird feeling, and it's so quiet. It's so quiet. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Has anyone watched that new Game of Thrones? Knights of the Seven Kingdoms or whatever? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something to talk about. Because really, honestly, I could care less about the protest and shit. Thank you again for going live tonight. Let's do this again soon. Sure will, buddy. Sure will. Alright. Well, I guess I'm out of here. I guess no one has anything to talk about. I'm going to hop off. Until next time, everyone take care. Be safe. Keep your eyes to the skies. Face infinity without flinching. And we'll see you next time. Peace.